doing the live thing now? You just started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a couple here.
Look at that mouthful.
So, hello, welcome to another installment of Mustang Monday. Once again, we have a very small group here for the in-person event, and it's all staff. So, we are getting to sit inside with them. And hope you get to enjoy this. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time just being quiet and just really paying attention to what comes up for us while we're doing this. And then we'll do a check-in. As always, if you have questions, please put them on here. If I don't answer them during the live, I'll go back and answer in the comments. And welcome. We're very happy to have you here. You're the favorite. Pardon me. Of course, Felicity got that. Who's the bravest girl? You're almost out of hay. Ooh. So brave. Too much movement. Too much. So, I'm ready to answer some questions. Looks like these horses are being amazingly brave today. I'm gonna take that and move that there. So there's just some crumbs left in there. So my people that are here and in person, does anybody not want to be on camera? Okay. So my lovelies, how are you feeling right now? Peaceful. Peaceful is good.
Yeah, I think just feeling how anxious they are, and then they kind of overcome that fear, and then it's just an interesting dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself holding my breath, and then I thought, oh, no, breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe.
Breathing's important.
I like the eye contact. I look right at you. Right over there.
And for my people who are watching online, do you have any questions? What are you feeling right now?
I'm amazed at how Dazzle is so... You've actually touched Dazzle?
Yes.
She's the most aloof.
Yes.
I like the way they shared.
That was adorable.
So cute. Like Dazzle wasn't getting any, so they shared it with her. Hi.
There you go, good girl.
She's the bravest.
So I have a question here. The red tags are their ID tags that came from the Bureau of Land Management when we bought them. So they're still wearing them because they're not quite ready yet for feeling comfortable enough for me to take them off. So we do everything on the horse's time, and when they feel safe enough with me that I can go right by their jugular veins and spend enough time to untie those, then they'll come off. Aw, there's my friend Kathy from Georgia who needed this peaceful time. Miss you, Kathy. So this is the first time they've taken food from anyone but me. And there's 4 of us in here, so this is a big group to have in here with them. I've only ever 3 was my biggest number.
And look, Felicity's just like hanging out, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's watching them.
Aw.
Oh, here comes Big Mama.
Whoop. Be brave. Good girl. Hi, Sean. Thank you for saving Saratoga. Because we don't have room for him here. And that was the hardest thing, like seeing all the horses there and knowing we could only take 3. So the adoption event where we got them was on June 18th.
So really this has been, what, 2 months?
Yep.
Only 2 months?
Yep.
Wow. Seems like so much longer. It does. And I'm sure this has got to be the slowest part in the sense of them overcoming some of the fear to just even be near us.
Yep.
And then they're going to love to have us brush their hair and get those tangles out and trim their feet.
Right.
They're going to love that.
I'm going to love it.
They'll thank you afterwards.
I would bet that Saratoga never wishes that you had not adopted him, Sean. You can just tell him what it's like in holding, and he'll be like, you know what, I got it pretty good here. Oop, don't scare your grandmother. The Sandwash advocacy team keeps really good records of the horses. So Razzle was born before they started keeping track, but they estimated she was 15, that she is 15 now. They have records and images of when Dazzle was a foal, so they know that she's 12. And then Felicity is 6, and they're directly related. So Razzle is Dazzle's grandmother or mother, and Dazzle is Felicity's mother. And they age horses by teeth. So when they were processed by the Bureau of Land Management, they checked the teeth, and the veterinarian's estimation of their age matched the Sandwash advocacy team records.
Are they knocked out when they look at their teeth?
They are put in a squeeze chute. So they're herded into this narrow like cage that has an opening on the side and in the front that they can, like a little window, so that they can't move. Wow. And that's how so when they're processed, they get aged by their teeth, they get measured for height, they get vaccinated, dewormed, they have a blood draw to do a Coggins test, and they get freeze branded. So lots of poking and prodding when no one's ever touched them before. So I can't really blame them for not wanting us to touch them a whole lot yet. That was pretty brave. The oldest is the smartest and the bravest. So she has watched very carefully. She was actually the last one to take food from me and the last one to let me touch her, but she thinks very thoroughly about the decisions she makes before she chooses to do them.
Remember when we brought him here?
Mm-hmm.
The other horses were too scared, and she went around and was the first one out. Like, let's get out, guys.
Yeah, she's definitely the bravest. And that's actually part of a survival mechanism, because horses that are scared all the time, Dazzle, they experience more stress. So curiosity is a major point of survival for wild horses. So she investigates and decides. It's really interesting to watch how they interact. So Dazzle's very much a watcher. So she watches what Felicity does, and Felicity's the youngest. So Felicity was the first to take hay from me and the first to let me touch her, then Dazzle, and then Razzle. But now Razzle is the most consistent. So Felicity takes hay without fully trusting that I'm not going to eat her. Whereas Dazzle's like, yeah, you're okay.
All those names are confusing.
It's hard.
I'm kind of follow as best I can.
Yeah, Razzle Dazzle.
I got away from the head, so. Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
So bendy. She's very good at that. So we are going to go ahead and wrap this up. And if any of you had something positive to say and wanted to share it here, we would be grateful. I know that I am incredibly grateful to have these 3 horses here, and it's enriched my life for sure. And I do this every evening, usually by myself. So that's made a huge difference in my life.
Say something about Scott, the show in Denver.
Oh, yeah. So Scott Wilson of Wilson XB Photography has an art gallery in Denver called Gallery 6.
And it's on 6th Street.
Ah, yeah. And he's having an art show. And he's actually donated the use of his images for us so that we can raise funds so that we can get these 3 girls. He's a huge advocate for wild horses in general and for the Sandwash Basin horses in particular, where these 3 girls came from. And he's donating some images for us to sell as a fundraiser, because we are pretty short of our goal for taking care of these 3 horses. So we were hoping to raise enough funds to do complete care for these 3 mares for a year. And we're not there. And I don't know if any of you have been to Fairplay, Colorado, but winters come early and they stay a very long time, and it's very, very cold.
You got to get that barn full of hay.
And thanks for that, Dion. My personal knowledge is remarkable. Yeah, I've made my entire life a study of horses, so here we go. And these are the first Mustangs we've ever had. We do have a sanctuary, and I've worked with Mustangs personally before, personally and professionally. But we have 12 horses on the sanctuary. How many therapy horses? 7?
7.
And 7 horses that do therapeutic horsemanship at our other facility. The plan is eventually to have the therapy side and the sanctuary side here, where the Mustangs are. The sanctuary is there, across that second fence line, and all of the horses are hiding. They're in their shelters.
Someone
Yeah.
has to fed 'em.
It's early yet for them to be fed.
That's weird. I can't see a single horse.
1.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah,
2.
those are Diana and Clusty. There, way over there,
Why do
those
you have
little
the blanket
tiny
on,
specks.
Diana?
Because the flies eat her alive, and there is no fly spray up to the challenge.
Even with the Equipride and
Mhm.
the garlic, and
Yeah.
she just must be sweet and tasty.
Yeah, they eat her bloody. It's terrible. Yeah, so if you know anybody that can contribute, there is a GoFundMe link at the top of our page. We also have a website that you can donate through. You can mail checks. We do not care how this money comes to us. So we have not yet put up hay for the winter for these girls. We're maybe a quarter of the way done for the sanctuary. What else? What else do they need to know? We do offer therapeutic riding lessons and regular riding lessons for the neurotypical. We have a veterans program, so if you're in the area and are a veteran or know a veteran, please send them our way. Veterans always ride for free, and the rest of our lessons are kind of sort of on a sliding scale. And yes, we will show the art donations on Facebook, and we will probably do an online auction for those. And the images that Scott donated are specifically of these horses. And they're beautiful, and we get to pick them up on Friday, and I'm super excited. Yeah, so once again, please feel free to put your comments, questions in the comments, and I'll answer them when I can.
And share the GoFundMe.
And please share our GoFundMe. And what else? And if you could do a review on Facebook or visit our website and just check in, that would be great. That helps us. The more people that visit our website, the more visible it is on Google. The Middleway Sanctuary.org.
Perfect. Good job, Lori.
Thank you. So here is
Look at that.
Razzle saying goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.